What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be playing around with a title called Sulfur. This is a game that we had a brief opportunity to check out the demo a little while back, and it was a game that came out of nowhere and impressed me. This is a game that combines aspects of an extraction shooter, so think something like Escape from Tarkov or Quasimorph, which you guys seem to really enjoy whenever I feature it, but you make it into a first-person shooter with sort of an Adult Swim Cartoon Network aesthetic. You have gun modding, you have magical enchantments you can put on your firearms, there's exploration and kind of getting around the map and looking for secrets and goodies around. You're going to be fighting everything from goblins that hurl their own turds at you to cultists wielding the exact same heavy weaponry that you've gotten, so I figure the game's coming out pretty soon. Early access is right around the corner. I've got a link to the game right now down below in the description alongside my Twitch stream and all that other kind of fun stuff just in case you wanted to hang out live. But since it's coming out soon, I spent about 2.5 hours with the game earlier today just checking it out, feeling it out, making sure that the vibes that I got from the demo were exactly as high quality as what I expected this time around, and I'm happy to say that this is a banger of a little title right here. Like, this is a game that's got some serious wheels on it. If properly expanded during its early access period, and if they add content to it, this game is going to be a straight bopper. So, without further ado, let's dive on in for about 30 minutes and see if the game is something for you, or if it's one of those games you'd rather avoid because it seems like it's not up your alley. Like I always say here, you're not required to like every single thing that I feature. I'm just putting it out there to raise awareness about certain games. Oh my god. Okay, there's a shootout waiting for us right around that corner. But you boy, he got a billy club? Oh, we gonna... Yup, just waste him right there. I got the spit'ems right here. Oh my god, he's shooting at me. Okay. We're gonna bait this dude around a corner while I reload real fast. That looks like a 1911. It is not a 1911. The gun right here is actually a 1911 that's been rechambered for 5.56. You can rechamber your guns in this game. You can actually change the barrels on them to make like a 9mm pistol into like a 5.56 pistol with all the benefits and downsides that comes. Oh, he's behind the crate? Ugh, okay. One down right there. That one burned to death. I've got magical enchantments on this pistol right here that lights enemies on fire. I also, aftermarket, I added both the compensator on the end of it, and I also added the laser sight to it because you can mod out your guns in this game if you want to. I will need those bullets. This gun right here has got a double stack'ems, but it goes through ammo very, very quickly. That's a loot chest right there, so we've got a blindfold. I already know what's going to happen when I put this on. Oh, really? Nothing bad happened when I put it on. You get blindfolded +1. I wonder if there's enemies that try to blind you or something like that. So earlier on in the game, I got some Ray-Bans, and I put them on my character, and it darkened the shade of the entire game by like 3 shades, and it said that it gave me +2 to coolness, and it also gives you resistance to explosions because, you know, the Lonely Island song, cool guys don't look at explosions. And so I expected the blindfold to actually blind me. The cooking ingredients that you're seeing right here, the game has a cooking system inside of it. I've got lever pastèche. I don't know what it is, but, like, it says that it's great with butter and pickles. So, like, maybe I mix it with butter or something. I don't know. They don't tell you any of the recipes in this game. You've got to play around with them and kind of, like, take cues from the descriptions and whatnot for what they're supposed to be combined with. I don't see anything over here that makes me think it's going to be highly useful. Oh, we got a sniper back there. Let's not play that game. That guy's just got a billy club. I'm really happy to say the firearms in this game, they feel great. Like, whoever designed the guns in this game, they know what they're doing, or they've made first-person shooters before, because the guns in this game, they're just so snappy and so responsive, and they've just got that perfect level of pop and smoke. There's a bunch of other little details. I'll show you one right here. And if we take a look, it leaves a bunch of debris on the ground from where you knock chunks out of the wall. All of our shell casings stay on the ground so you can tell where there's been a giant firefight. Our magazine is laying on the ground right there, and it stays there. If I go forward and then I backtrack to this area, all this stuff is going to stay in the exact same spot. But as I was saying before, I was giving you a demonstration of the tiny details that tend to make, ooh, a compact sight. Can I put that on this gun? Nice, dude. Now we've got ourselves a little reflex sight on top of our gun. Hell yeah. But I think what direction was I going in? The game doesn't have a map, and so I don't recall which direction I was coming or going from. Since there's enemies over here, I'm just going to go ahead and give him the old one-tapperoonies right there. Maybe don't exchange gunfire with him once he's burping out huge amounts of rounds at me. But as I was saying, everything in this game has done really, really, really well with regards to quality. All of the little details are in the right spots where they need to be. All of the enemies are billboarded, just like something you would see in Doom. If you don't know what billboarding is, you see how the body is 2D and it rotates as we look at it? In the industry, that's called billboarding. But not only that, were I to shoot this guy in the stomach, they've actually got multiple layers of 2D sprites right here that are overlaid for the external skin, the armor, the clothing, and then also the bones and the guts underneath. So as you're fighting with guys, their parts will come out. A scroll of charming. Okay, might give that a go. What's going on over here? The gun store is empty. This right here is usually a gun store, so as you go through the game, it's all procedural. They've taken a lot of cues from like roguelites and things of that nature, where usually there would be a guy right here that we can sell some of our stuff to. I've got 2,700 bucks right now, and you can buy ammo, you can buy equipment, you can buy repair kits and things like that because your guns have durability. Don't worry about the durability too much. It's pretty generous. There are certain mods and things you can do to your guns that will make it so that the durability is much, much lower, and then it kind of... Hey, I was wondering if that would work. Hell yeah. Wait, what was that? Oh, dude, we got doggies running up in here. Any more doggies? I'm hurt right now. Hold on, let me get a health potion in me real quick. That'll get my health back very, very rapidly. You can't hotkey that stuff, but since the game pauses while I'm in the menu, I haven't really hotkeyed anything yet. It hasn't really been super necessary because the game allows you the breathers that you think you're going to need. There's an invisible wall right here that I can't get past. Strange. I wanted to go back in there and investigate, but maybe early access content that hasn't been implemented yet. Hard to say. This gun has bucking bronco recoil, so we're going to want to watch out for that. As far as I know, it seems like there's only a couple levels in the game right now. Sounds like the enemy's infighting right now. That is a thing. There are different factions in the game. Those different factions will have different units, and when they come across one another, they will beef and they will fight. So sometimes you can actually clear a room by just waiting until you enter on into it. If you hear a lot of gunfire and a lot of chaos, different factions fight each other, and it looks like they were killing this hobo right here. I found this hobo alive inside the map, but I murdered him on accident while I was fighting with a bunch of enemies. I caught him right between the eyes with a 9mm, which I felt kind of guilty about, but it's the way she goes. It says this goes good with butter. Doesn't look like that combines. Doesn't look like I can cross it with eggs or anything either. Can I get like a... Ooh, I can. I made Spanish omelets. Boy, that sounds hella good. My body is ready. I'm just going to eat that egg real quick, and I'm going to eat that cheese real quick to get my health back. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see the amount of HP that I have remaining. As far as I can tell, your character doesn't really seem to upgrade or anything in between runs, aside from the equipment and the upgrades that you get for your firearms. This game is an extraction shooter, so if you die, you lose all of the stuff that's on you. You do have a stash that the game's going to give you access to. Sometimes it'll show up in the middle of a run, and you can actually stash your stuff mid-run if you want. Oh, nice, a gold chain. It's worth $1,000. Hell yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. The item descriptions in this game are very, very humorous. You can tell that the developer has a sense of humor, but given the art style of the game, that doesn't really surprise me, because this doesn't seem like the art style that would be taken by an individual that was like super serious about, you know, the aesthetic of their game or whatever. Like, it's got like a cartoony vibe going on right now where the whole thing is meant to be sort of like humorous along the way. The first boss, hey, there's our stash right there. This guy, I think, can also go back to your base. We have a base that we go to in between missions and in between runs. Item variety has been very, very good so far, so there's been lots of opportunities to take things back to base and, you know, re-equip and re-arm. After I got used to the game, I haven't really died that much, but you can die very, very quickly. It's just that I play around corners super aggressively, and so, I'm sorry, I play super defensively and whatnot around corners. This is my stash right here. If you wanted to see a different gun, I guess we could take out the ridiculous Ripper gun that I've got right there, and we could try out the shotgun. if you want to. I haven't tried out a shotgun yet inside the confines of the game. I'm guessing that sugar and flour makes a cake of some time. I don't think I need that many goodies on me for right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and stash them on up. This right here is an oil. You can put it on your firearm. So you get slots for enchantments, you get slots for oils. Your guns level up as you use them and become stronger. I don't know if that carries over between every single Gravekeeper in the game or if it's only this Gravekeeper that's been leveled up. But as your gun levels up, it gets more slots for non-attachments. So any gun can take attachments whenever you want. You can slide those things on there as much as you desire. However, as you level up the gun, it gets slots for enchantments. And so I don't think I can put rocket launcher enchantment on there. I can't put that on there yet because we haven't leveled up the shotgun. But if I had oils or anything, I could throw those on there. And oils, they follow kind of the blueprint for what you would expect from a game like Darkest Dungeon. So oils almost universally do something really awesome, but they also make your gun really suck in some ways. So this one right here lowers your damage by 25%, but you fire 2 bullets at a time every time you fire, but it makes it so that you basically have no chance to get loot as you're going through the dungeon. And so that's going to be the principal difference right there. Oh my god, those dogs hurt so much. Give me some kind of healing. I don't care what kind of healing, just some kind of healing. Those dogs right there, dude, they are absolute mayhem. Okay, well, at least it happened while I was sitting next to my stash crate, because I'll take back some of these Spanish omelets over here and get them ready to go. Spanish omelets are so good, dude. I've had them at a Mexican restaurant before, and they are just like the boppers. Ow. Okay. I've been shooted. That explains why there was a dog running around. Yeah, we're gonna want to run for our lives right here. These dogs, hands down, the most dangerous enemy in the entire game. Like these little pit bulls right here, dude. They hit you for like half your health bar, no matter how much armor you have. They're super fast. They're super agile. So there's levels that have verticality and platforming to them. And it doesn't matter if you get on top of stuff because they will get to you. They are a nightmare. I don't like dealing with them at all. Who's here? Is he upstairs? I thought he was going to try to peek me through a window or something. Let's try out this boomstick, dude. How do I get in there? Well, that worked. We got this sexy schmexy over-under here. One little detail. It kicks out both shells. But you only lose one right there. So they'll want to fix that so that only one shell comes out of the gun and he only reloads one barrel when he needs to. Oh, stairway, okay. Where's this guy at? I know he's up here. The hell'd he go? Wasn't there a guy up here? I saw him running around, dude. I done seen him. I guess if he doesn't want to taste my Elmer Fudd gun, he doesn't have to taste my Elmer Fudd gun. Maybe it was that guy right there. Like, maybe he got out. The music in this game, very, very well done. It's kind of like chill hop, I guess. That's the way I would describe it. Everything from just like lo-fi beats to study to like songs that sound like the intro to Hey Arnold. That's been my observation about the game's soundtrack so far, and I've enjoyed it tremendously. It makes the game feel really unique compared to a lot of the other titles like this. Oh my god, the dog didn't die. Oh my god. Okay, just please die. For the love of God. Oh my god, all my HP, dude. Alright, I'm gonna eat one of these pancakes. And over here we have the gate to the next level. Woo! Is he dead? Okay, he's down. Pick up all that mun-muns right there. Herbs. Okay, don't know what those are useful for. Do they like heal me or something? I bet you have to combine those with some kind of mushroom or something inside the cooking station. It'll make like a health potion. Next level. Let's see what they got waiting for us over here. I'm getting a little low on ammunition. Sounds like we got some infighting happening over here. Drop him real quick. We got another dog. God, give it both barrels, dude. Those dogs, I hate them. Take his brain, too. My gun's got an enchantment on it that lights enemies on fire. There's a bunch of different enchantments. Some of them are more unique. So there's lightning enchantments. There's earth enchantments that basically turn your bullets into big rocks that stun people when they hit them. Hey, free gun over here. I'll take that. I've got 9mm on me, so technically I could swap to this bad boy right here. Pistol damage 10%. How much armor do I get? I'm losing armor, but I'll get pistol damage. But since I'm about to swap to a pistol, I don't think that's too terrible of an idea. A little double stacking Glock right here. Woo! Ah! Okay, take cover, take cover. I don't know what's coming for me, but I've got a lot of 9mm, so that solves a problem for sure. He's down. There's enchantments. Fire enchantments light enemies on fire. Lightning enchantments make lightning periodically strike guys that you shoot. But there's also interactions. What's up, buddy? You want to be friends with me? I mean, if you don't want to be friends, listen, bro, you should have declared your intent. All right? It's not personal. Like, you got to declare your intent. You got to say it out loud, brother. You got to say, I don't want to hurt you. I'm on your side. Because there's been a lot of things lately that have been trying to murder me. For example, I usually do a great job with dogs. Dogs love me. They have my entire life. I think we got him. Dogs have loved me my entire life, okay? In this game, dogs hate me. They hate my guts. They want everything about me to just be smeared all over the concrete, and I can't explain why. Where'd this guy come from? He drop anything? He must have been squirreled away in a corner back here. Hip blaster oil. Disables aiming, but your damage goes up by 20%. I guess I could throw that on this guy. Sounds alright to me. I don't really care about aiming with it because I got the laser sight and everything. So I guess we'll just use the Glock when we need to engage from a distance. What do we have up here? Okay, dogs. Dogs are the answer to that question. One down. I don't know if I can snake a shot over that hill or not. Fall back, fall back. Dogs down. Give me the Glock. I think we're solid. I think we're looking really good right now. Like, we're chugging along and making things happen. Oh, he dropped some 5.56 for me. Well, that was nice of him. I was almost out of ammo for that gun anyways. Something, but not much. Can I cook anything over here? So I've got spaghetti and I've got flour. I don't think spaghetti and flour are gonna work all together that great right now. I bet it's flour, butter, and sugar. Yeah, and then I get a cake or something, and I bet it heals a bunch of health. Health's not too bad right now. I don't really need to eat something, but I do need to clear out inventory space. So I guess I'll just treat myself to an entire stick of butter. That's a lot to take in. This right here is a shrine. So you can teleport out of the map whenever the hell you want. I have an amulet, and I can take it out. And as long as the amulet has drank blood recently, which you get from these fountains, you can teleport back whenever you like. If you don't have that, you can't teleport whenever you like. And then interacting with this thing is how you refill it. And you've got to make it halfway through an entire campaign in order to have that on your side. You drop anything good over here? Alright, well, let's hit this thing up. See what we got going on. Sometimes storyline happens when you interact with that, but I get the vibe that it's not done yet. So they do have a roadmap that shows you how far in they are, and they've got a pretty long road left to go. But what I can say about the current build... Trying real hard not to get sniped right now. What I can say about the current build is that it has like a lot of guns and enchantments and things to play around with, but to me it looks like there's 2 levels at the moment and they're adding more after that with an intent to have like 4 or 5 levels by the time the game gets to its end. And then I don't know if all of the storyline elements have been added to the game just yet, because inside the first dungeon, there were storyline things that were happening, but each time I played back through the dungeon, they happened again. And so I don't know if that's fully implemented just yet. Go to sleep. Oh, good. A crate. I need this. Throw that in there. If I can find a cooking spot, we can see if we can put together a cake or something. I would like sorting buttons to be added to the inventory once they get a little bit further on into development, something that just draws everything up into the left-hand corner by weapon type. That way you can move things around. That gives me 3 armor, but my badass bandana right now, my gangster bandana is giving me 10% pistol damage. So I'm kind of caught up in a spot right now where I don't know what I want to equip and what I want to hold on to, but I guess I'll throw my scrolls on in there for the moment. I haven't seen any base upgrading or anything else like that that has been pertinent as I've been playing the game. Is there a cooking station over here anywhere? Well, what I thought would work did not work, so I guess that was a swing and a miss. Let's loot this thing. Is that not a looter? Okay, I thought it was one of those little like tackle boxes that has loot inside of it. I don't know if vendors can show up on the second level. There's a bunch of spots that look exactly like the spots in the first level where vendors would be, but I don't know if the vendors are particularly working right now for the second level. I'll have to run back through it a couple more times. What you're hearing, that ticking noise, so enemies can also, just like your guns can have enchantments, enemies can also have enchantments. There's enchantments that make them tiny. There's enchantments that make them explode like that. Enemy variety so far has been really good. I've been happy with it. Each level seems to have a fairly diverse cast of enemies. A first aid kit, huh? Oh, dog. Christ. Okay. Nothing terrifies me more than dogs in this game, dude. Pulsa. I don't know what that is. Traditional northern recipe containing tendons, heart, lung, and liver, usually from beef or moose mixed with grains. I give it a go. I give it a go. Oh, they're just like murdering villagers in here. Okay. Cacao. Interesting. Oh, there's dogs coming. It's okay, we got him. We had enough of a runway that we could unload on him before he ran up on me and like made my face hurt. 9mm, good. I'll take it. Okay, let's keep her high and tight and frosty as we move our way forward. Enemies do detect sound. There are. Oh my god, I don't even know what that is. Turned. Does he have like a rocket launcher? I think he must. I think it was a rocket launcher robot. I don't know if you get to build your own robot or something later on in the game, but there's a whole bunch of robot parts on one of the vendors back at base, and I haven't had a chance to play around with them yet. Dog had a... Oh my god. Okay. A whole bunch of these guys in here trying to rob the house right now. Light them up. A little more flour. Enemies do drop stuff based on where you shoot them too. Like in the first level, you fight with goblins. And like depending on where you shoot the goblins, they'll drop that body part and then you can sell it to vendors just to make some quick cash, which is really nice. I do think in the current build of Early Access, they are going to have more room types and more like room layouts. I don't think there's enough of them because I've gotten 2 of the same room in a row while playing through multiple times, not even just once. I think you've probably seen it during this video, in all honesty. Well, at least we got a really good holdout spot, so that's nice. This ambush could have happened in a way worse spot. Yeah, I thought I heard a dog barking. Man, this room is no joke. I've fired 100 rounds already. I would prefer not to die right here, if I could manage it. Oh my. Okay, alright, alright. We're a little scuffied, but it's not too bad. I can just eat some of this loose food that I have around. I fired 150 rounds clearing that arena. Damn. We left quite a little trail of carnage. Better be some sick loot around here. Yeah, we've already seen this tile before. So what I'll do now is maybe I'll finish this off. But we're pretty full up on loot right now, and I kind of need to resupply. I'm missing ammo for one of my guns, and I've got a feeling this thing's durability is going down because the gun gets more scuffed and rusty the more you fire it. Yeah, we've gone through a significant chunk of this gun's durability, and we don't really have... We have 7 magazines left with this gun. So we may want to bounce and just, like, call it. That'd work, too. Because then I can show you the quality of these animations, which are just utterly absurdly good and buttery. But then I can also show you the base. So you have a base that you go to in between every single run, whether you live or die. And when you first start out, you can only go into the church, but each time you beat a level and you make it a little bit further on in, a bunch of this goo is going to clear out, and you're going to be able to wander around more and, like, take a look around the neighborhood. And I'm guessing they're going to add more vendors and stuff around once the storyline's fully implemented, or maybe even inside the early access. I'm not sure. I played for 2.5 hours, all right? I haven't unlocked anything new except for, like, new areas that I can wander around in, sort of like Slime Rancher style. But it's clear that they've got the blueprint here, much in the same case as Slime Rancher, where they're going to be able to, you know, expand and add more utilities and facilities and things for you to interact with. It looks like there may even be like a car mechanic or something that we're going to have a little bit later, maybe like a world map, so we're going to have gasoline to, like, drive in between map tiles maybe. I don't know why the car would be over there otherwise, but this lady right here, she is a mechanic. She will fix your guns for you. I highly suggest you do that in between runs, just to make sure that everything is all looking good. And so we'll go ahead and... It doesn't re-equip your stuff, though, after you repair it, which is kind of a bummer. So I wish that it did. My shoes make me have a double jump, and then they make me run faster, too. So I have much, much faster move speed. The grenades are for if I found any secrets around. There's secret walls and secret doors and things that you can notice by having cracks in them. You can also buy stuff from these guys if you want. This lady will have various gun mods and things that you can add to your firearms, just in case you wanted to have that, along with, you know, repair kits that you can take into missions with you. I need 5.56 for right now, and I also wanted to check and see if this guy's got new guns. He didn't have anything, like, super spiffy the last time I was in here. No, he doesn't have any new guns, unfortunately. Wish that he had new guns. He's had everything from, like, miniguns to, like, all kinds of random stuff inside of here, or at least a thing that looked like it was a minigun. He had, like, an energy blaster inside of here, but this time around it looks like he's mostly just got, like, supplementary stuff. Lots of hand grenades, shotgun shells. I'll probably stock up on ammo. I haven't found any pumps, and I haven't found any, like, AA-12s or anything just yet, but I've got a lot of guns to sell. If you wanted to see what some of the other guns look like inside the confines of the game, just so you can see the variety, I've got this little... I mean, it's an automatic SMG. It's all right. I like this. This gun feels incredible right here. Just an amazing little snipey boy gun to play around with. And so I've really enjoyed firing around with this one too. Is there anything in the collection box? You only get stuff in the collection box if you die, because your character's a priest that's been resurrected from the dead to invade hell and, like, defeat all these dudes, and I don't know why he's doing what he's doing, all right? The storyline has been kind of limited so far. But thus far, I think this is a really solid foundation to build on top of. Everything here from a gameplay standpoint feels fantastic. It's just all the narrative stuff and whatnot that's missing. And so if you want to jump into the game, play around with some firearms, kill some goblins, kill some cultists, do all that fun stuff, I say go for it. The game is really, really well made. I haven't really run into any major issues or problems. All of the major systems of the game seem to be functioning. The core mechanics feel really good and really satisfying. First level was great. Second level, I think, could use a little bit more enemy variety. But from there, I can't really speak as to how long this game actually is in its current form of early access. I'm like 2.5 hours in, and I think I could pretty easily beat the second level at this point. I don't know if there's going to be more levels after that. It opens up all these areas around the base and whatnot, sort of Slime Rancher style, like I mentioned earlier, as you do it, so it's possible that there's some more content squirreled away in there. Also, your guns level up individually. I just checked it, so if you die and lose a high-level gun, that's going to sting a little bit. But all in all, I'd say this is a rock-solid early access that is chock-a-block with lots of guns and things to play around with. Give them a shot. I think the game honestly has some of the best feeling gunplay that I've felt in a good long while, and so that's got me really, really encouraged. Like, the basics are all in the right spot, and hopefully they're ready to expand rapidly and get that content out there and make it happen, because it looks like a bopper to me. Everything's great here. My name is Splattercat. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, and that's about all I got for you. Bye, folks.